Alright then guys, what is up? I'm AsgardsChamp. Welcome to episode 30 of my playthrough for Total War Saga Thrones of Britannia. Apologies for the lack of episodes during the week this week. I've actually been pretty ill. I got the old COVID. On the back end of it now though, so feeling much better. So everything should resume as normal, I'm hoping. So just a quick reminder, as usual, at the bottom in the description below, there's some links to my social media. If you want to give me a follow there, that'd be greatly appreciated. And with all that said, let's get into it. So, gonna need a bit of a reminder again, just for myself really, because I've not played for over a week now. So kind of need to catch up on what's going on. Now, I'm assuming we'll be at the end of a turn as we usually are. Now we've got Guthfrid's army here. We managed to take, is it Iowa? Looks like the guys are all taking attrition, but I think that's because they've got no supplies, if I remember rightly, which should change over the next few turns. We've got enough food. So I think it's just because they were kind of sat out here raiding for quite some time, so they've run out of supplies. So that's fine. They'll start to replenish in their own time. Then I believe up in the north over here, we managed to defeat the army of Hayden. So these were the Viking raiders that kind of came and landed on the coast. Now they still have Aberdeen, so we need to send the Death Givers down next turn probably and take that back. So that's what those guys will be doing. Over in Ireland then, we have a similar situation to how we left it really, in that we are trying to contain this region here, and kind of letting the Irish Vikings do their thing against the Anglo-Saxons, and we're just going to sort of sit and protect ourselves, let the Anglo-Saxons, the Irish Vikings, fight it out over here, because it means that the more Anglo-Saxon armies that we can have over this side frees up the mainland of England for us to attack, essentially. We also have a siege going on here. Now, I think we were waiting to starve these guys out. Looks like, yeah, the supplies are already run out, so they're going to start taking attrition on the next few turns, so they may kind of strike out to fight against me, but that's absolutely fine. That's kind of what we wanted them to do, because they've got quite a good, well, quite a big garrison, and it's a big city, so I'm guessing the walls will be quite hard to breach. So yeah, maintain that one. I think that was most of everything really. Let's just have a quick cycle through everyone. We do have a couple of armies here on the mainland in England now. We're letting these guys replenish up a bit because we want to try and take Drayton if we can. And we've also got an army of Sussex who are marching south, I'm assuming, to take this back. So we're kind of going to let them go past us so that they're kind of out in front of us before we launch any assault on the Anglo-Saxons, if that's what we decide to do. I kind of want to make it a bit more exciting. It might be a bit risky, but it's fine. We've done well this campaign regardless, so we'll see. And that's it. So I'm going to end the turn. Actually, let's just check on these things. So we've got low public order, risk of rebellion in North Mercia as usual, and attrition for Thor's hammer. That's Guthfrid's army, which we're aware of as well. So that's fine. I'm going to end the turn there, and we'll get the episode started on the next one. Alright then, so we got another faction destroyed, Northymbre. I believe they're some raiders, probably ones that were attacking down in the south. Thor's hammer still suffering attrition. Let's go check on them actually. And we've got traits gained over here. Wulfric losing loyalty, so that's something we need to keep an eye on. Still at 5 though, so okay, it's not too bad. Right, their supplies are going up now, so they are going to start taking replenishment, which is good. We need them to replenish as much as they can because we've got rebellions up here to the north, which we need to go and deal with. So we will do that as soon as possible. We've had a Royal Hall construction completed. That's perfect. Income looks fairly stable at the moment as well, which is good. Yeah, okay, so let's have a look over in Ireland at what we need to do. Now, it looks like they didn't strike out to attack us from here. They are taking massive attrition, so I think we can probably auto-resolve this one now and take it. Perfect. Only lost 350 men. That's good. We'll occupy it. And let's get all the buildings repaired as well. That's fine. Alright, and then in the rest of Ireland now, again, I need to be careful here because there's 3 Anglo-Saxon armies over here, which is good. That's actually good for us. We want them to bring all their armies up this way. I wonder if it's worth making peace with the Irish Vikings in exchange for going to war with the Anglo-Saxons, so that at least we're protected in Ireland as well from them. We don't have to worry about fighting everybody, or we just let it be a big Royal Rumble. That's something I need to have a think about. Either way, we're not quite ready for it yet, because over here the army of Sussex decided to move over to the coast. I'm assuming they're going to move south. I hope they do. Make life easier for me a bit. These guys are nearly replenished, so we'll see what happens there. And we probably want to raise a couple more armies, just very small ones. And these are just going to be armies that can go around taking these smaller minor settlements. We want to take as many as we can, as quickly as we can, when the war does start. Just to hit their economy more than anything. And it's really the Anglo-Saxons we need to watch out for. So let's get another army up and running over here. It's going to cost me 700 no matter what. Minus 25% recruitment cost for spear infantry is a good trait. Morale when attacking is also a good trait. So let's go for the cheaper units. That's fine. Let's get him. Okay, we need to move him out of the settlement. That's Bringers of Ragnarok. And the Slain Warriors, get them inside and let's start recruiting. So we don't have masses of troops to recruit from here, but we'll take what we can. Again, we don't want massive armies here, just a couple of guys really. I wonder if that's too many actually. Probably a couple of spearmen and a swordsman. I think having a little bit of a melee force is good. With, let's say, some skirmishes, I think that should be enough. It's going to cost us 916 per turn, which is fine, and takes up most of our treasury, but that's okay as well. It's fine. Get a few smaller armies between like 5 and 7 units going, and that should help us out. Alright, perfect. Now up in the north then, we need to have a check on the Death Givers. They need to come and attack this settlement here, which they won't get to do this turn unfortunately, but next turn. Looks like Hayden have started raising another force as well, but this shouldn't be a problem for us, that should be okay. And let's check on Guthfrid as well. Yeah, he needs to replenish for a few more turns yet. It should only take 2 or 3 turns, then we should be able to send them off, so that's fine. Down in Ireland then. So we've taken this settlement here. I think we just continue to contain these guys. It's probably the best bet. There are some rebels over here as well, which we could send this army after next turn. Might not be a bad shout, just take another settlement. But we want to leave them with kind of as much land as we can really, just so that they're equipped to fight against the Anglo-Saxons, who are spreading out quite a lot over here in Ireland. But we'll see. I've got some traits gained again. It's fine, nothing terrible there. And let's have a quick look over the different armies that we have. So I think most people are going to be staying where they are for now. Yep, I think so. Guthfrid as well. Yeah, let's actually leave him where he is. We're on our own land and we're kind of at a key bridge there, so no one can kind of cross and attack us. And these guys are still replenishing. That's fine, I'm actually just going to leave them to fully replenish. And that's it, so let's get this turn ended. Alright then, so Hereward's gained some traits, nothing bad. Gains a bit more influence, that's not a bad thing for him, I guess. Skills available for Ragnald. So this is a general of the Death Givers up in the north. Now he's going to be doing lots of defending of the coast, so I think we started putting points into Quartermaster for him just to get him around a lot quicker, which is probably the smart thing to do. And while we're here, let us actually make this attack. So I think it's probably important for us to take out the army first, rather than leaving them and taking the settlement. So let's go for the army. And let's delegate that one. Auto-resolve it defensively. Perfect. And then looks like we'll probably have to wait until next turn. Or maybe we can do it now. No, we're going to have to go all the way around. So next turn then we'll take Aberdeen back. And that's Hayden dealt with, I believe. That should be. That's gained some traits for Ragnold, Gami Arm, which gives enemy morale -1, so that's fine. Okay. Now, Guthfrid still needs to just replenish a bit. It's definitely going to take a little while, but a couple more turns and I think we can start moving him about. Down in Ireland then. I think the only real army we can move down here for now is Fury of Tyr, if we try and go for this settlement over here. Just to add another settlement for the income and so on, and it doesn't affect the Irish Vikings because it is a rebel settlement, so we can get him moving across.
Enemy blood will flow.
A couple more turns, so we should be able to take that, and I think we'll leave it there for the forces over in Ireland. And I believe everyone over here is all settled as well. Next turn, I think we will take another army. We should have enough income to do it. Another small army like this one. I think we'll recruit them over here as well because they seem to replenish very, very quick, which is what we want. They seem to be taking quite a while to fully replenish over here. Now, I didn't actually see what Sussex did in between turns there. Looks like they're just on the coast, so we'll have to wait and see. But I think this one's going to be a pretty short turn, so let's go to the next one. Alright, so we've had a noble birth. Guthfrid has had a what was it, a son? Yep, okay, perfect. Some traits gained, Halfdan's lost some influence, again still at 5, so that's fine. Sussex look to be moving off, which is good. Now, a couple of things happened there which I just need to check on. There was a rebellion somewhere down here, but I couldn't quite see where it was. There we go, in Derby, which is today's Derby, I guess. We could probably go for it, but I don't know if it's maybe a bit... It's kind of not connected to any of our settlements, so maybe not the smartest move. Sussex did move onto the water, so hopefully they're going to start moving south now. Up in the north then. We need to finish this little war off here.
Without delay.
So let's occupy that settlement and then also fight these guys. And that should be Hayden dealt with. Perfect. Faction destroyed. Now, one thing I noticed then, Lachlan being an absolute nuisance again, I've raised another army over here in Thurso and taken another settlement from me. It's getting a bit frustrating, these guys now, being up in the north, but I guess the Deathgivers can head over that way now and try and take some of those settlements back. Having another army flying about, though, is not good. Only because it means they're just going to cause a bit of a nuisance, but we'll have to keep an eye on them and see what they do. Ragnold has gained a trait, provides security, which gives public order to people, so that's never a bad one. We have damaged buildings in Aberdeen as well. Let's get that repaired. That's quite expensive, actually. Now, that does mean I'm not going to be able to recruit the force I wanted to this turn, but that's okay. We'll do it next turn. We're not in a massive rush for that, I don't think. I think, again, that's pretty much going to be it for this turn. Now we need to check on Guthfrid's force. You know what, I think I could probably move Guthfrid off now. There's only 7 units in this rebellion up here. Yeah, let's do it. We want to send these guys over to attack over here at some point, so that'll take, what, 3 turns?
Onward to glory.
Perfect.
Longships, aye.
So they're not going to get the replenishment, but that's okay. They'll get it when they get to that settlement over there. Over in Ireland, then, we need to continue moving the Fury of Tyr this way to take this settlement. So next turn they should be able to do that. We've got attrition for someone. Okay, it's the Fury of Tyr, so they've just lost a few men there. Bit of a mistake, but never mind, it's okay. And how are things looking over here? So the Anglo-Saxons look to have moved inland and are taking things. Now we're sitting there containing them as best we can, so I think that's it for this turn. Looks like the Anglo-Saxons are moving some people out between the 2 islands here. Just can have a quick look on sort of where the rest of their armies are actually, just so we are aware. The further south they are, the better. So they do have quite a few down here, right in the south, which is perfect for us because if we do decide to attack from the north, it gives us plenty of time to kind of move south and take as much land as we can.
You can rely on us.
I think as well we should probably move everyone up to our own border. Actually, no, let's leave them where they are. We're only a couple of turns away from the nearest settlements, so that's should be fine.
We'll pledge our service.
What's the garrison like here in Nottingham? It's quite big. A couple of these armies, though, should be able to take them. That should be fine. Right, we'll end the turn there then. Attrition for the Fury of Tyr. They only lost 17 men, so that's fine. Leifwines lost some influence. Sorry, lost some loyalty, should I say. Everyone else looks to be okay. Still at loyalty 4. So no problem there either. Okay, let's have a look then. The army of Sussex have started sailing south, I believe. So a few more turns. When they get to around here, that's when we're going to have to make our decision whether we go to war or not, I think. Which is a bit of a scary one, because that's going to be a big war to go start. But it's fine, it is what it is. Now let's move these guys out a bit, and let's get another army recruited, another small one. Similar situation in terms of the generals. Let's actually just go for Ragnald. Well, that might get a bit confusing, but so would Uhtred. You know, let's just go for this one, Ragnald.
My warriors are ready.
Pop him into the city here, and let's get recruiting. So, yeah, we can get a similar force to the other one, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, these guys aren't going to be around to... I'm not setting these guys up to fight any big battles, they're just there to take settlements, so they just need to be very small. Perfect. Our income's on its ass now a little bit, but that's alright. I think we're going to, within a few turns, solve some of those problems. So if we look over here in the military prestige, the next one, which we're going to take, gives us minus 20% upkeep costs for all of our units in all of our armies. So that's actually going to save us a ton of money. So let's get that one next. Up in the north then, we need to start moving the Death Givers off. I think we probably put them on the water. It looks like the army of Lachlan has moved off. And they're off to cause more trouble, so we need to chase them down as quickly as possible.
Hurry along.
We have a troop advantage over them as well, so it should be fine. As soon as we take this army, then we need to take these two settlements back, so we'll do that as soon as possible. Hopefully no other Viking raiders decide to pop up on the shore.
Ready, horsemen.
And next then, let's get Guthfrid moving.
Advance the longships.
He's not at full strength by any means, but I think should be well enough for us to attack this settlement, I think, and take it. And then we'll replenish a bit more before we go and attack that one there. But that should bring us a bit more income back, which is good for us. And then I guess let's see what's going on over here. Let's just keep an eye on the situation. So it looks like the Anglo-Saxons, yep, they're taking settlements back again. As long as they keep having this back and forth between themselves here, that's perfect for us. That's exactly what we want them to do. Just to keep them distracted more than anything. And hopefully when we attack, that'll be a big surprise to them. They won't have expected it, and we can kind of take a bunch of these settlements before they can even react to us. Targeting their vassals is going to be a good thing to do as well. I might have to send a couple of armies maybe just to try and take Sussex, just because they're out on the edge over here on their own. And Kent as well, further south. In fact, Sussex are quite big actually. They've got quite a lot of territory down here, so they're not going to be easy to push over. It's fine. We'll have to deal with that as and when it comes. These guys are fully replenished now, so I am going to get them moved over to the border, I think.
We'll see this through.
Just that they're very close to Drayton, as and when we need to send men to take it. This smaller force as well, I'm going to actually move them over to maybe Dor.
Let's go.
Again, similar reason, just so they're a bit closer to the Anglo-Saxon settlements, they can start taking them as soon as possible.
Our foes shall fall.
I think for the Bringers of Ragnarok, the first target. Wonder if it should be Snottingham or if it should be Chester. Well, let's move them down this way anyway.
Get marching, men.
Then we can decide either way. So it looks like my income's like dropped massively now. We're in minus numbers. I'm not quite sure how that just happened. Sure, it was positive a moment ago. That's a bit concerning, actually. I've just noticed that now. Well, this might change when I decide to take this settlement, which I'm going to do right now.
Off on that off.
Can't see it changing enough, though. Let's wait and see.
As commanded.
So we didn't lose too many men. No, it's only dropped by, well, not even 100. Got damaged buildings again over here. Don't really have the money to fix these, so let's not for right now. Yeah, I'm a bit confused as to why the income's just changed so drastically all of a sudden. Low public order, we know about damaged building, that's fine. Wonder if it's worth me actually just disbanding one of these armies. One of the small ones.
Enemy blood will flow.
They're costing about the amount we're losing as well per turn. Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna have to. It's a bit annoying, but there it is. Let's get the financial situation under control first. Within another 4 turns, income should increase drastically anyway, so we'll see. Alright, so there is more Viking raiders, but they are arriving south, which is perfect. More distractions for them, which is good. Okay, everything else looks fine, apart from up in the north. The army of Lachlan just been a bit of a nuisance, so we need to chase them down with the Deathgivers. Feel like they can't get there fast enough though. Let's see. Well, which way are they going actually? They're heading to the northern coast. So Guthfrid might be well placed to catch them as well. Let's see.
The fleet stands ready. Smash them.
Let's just take this settlement back first of all. Awesome, hardly lost any men. That's perfect. So I'm going to take the replenishment. Skills available for Aemond, who is a governor. Let's get him into scribe for the money. Attrition for the Deathgivers. Interesting. Not sure why they're suffering attrition. Maybe I'll move them into deep water when I shouldn't have done there actually.
Longships. Aye.
In fact, yeah, I probably did.
Head for the horizon.
It's fine. Hopefully next turn we can land them. And we have a damaged building over here, which we can fix, so let's get that fixed straight away.
We'll play.
So with Thor's Hammer now, we're going to let them replenish. Actually, this turn's probably fine, one more turn. The next turn, we will try and cut off Lachlan before we then go take back Stonick Way. Then what we'll do is with the army over here, the Deathgivers, we'll take these settlements back. Guthrid's gained Subjugate It, which gives +3 to public order, which is cool. So over here in Ireland then, probably want to just bring the Fury of Tyr back over this way, get them into this settlement. Only so they're a bit more central and can react to anything that might happen, any attacks or anything against us. Yeah, we just want to kind of continue allowing this to take place, so that when the army of Sussex, wherever they've gone, here they are, when they manage to take back Drayton, then we're going to attack straight away. I'm a little bit excited for this next battle, actually, this next war rather. Another thing I need to be aware of as well is when I go to war with them that we're going to jump over to this part of the Hay-King, and we're probably going to lose a bit of income. So I need to be aware of that. But I think given the amount of settlements we'll take and how quickly we can probably take them, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But let's see. Right, I'll end the turn there. And as if by magic, we get an event which is going to allow us to choose between a couple of things on the Hay-King. We can either push towards the English or towards the army. We're actually already on the furthest one towards the English, but I'm just going to push it that way anyway, just to keep it there. Income has raised again, that's perfect.
My abilities have been boosted.
Actually, it's not moved, it stays exactly where it is, so I think maybe that's as far left as it can go. But that's fine, we didn't want to push it over towards the army anymore, so that's good. Now Thorkel has lost some loyalty. He's super loyal anyway, so that's fine. Got low public order in North Mercia, that's okay, we're aware of all these. Connaught has got risk of rebellion, let's just check for that one. Okay, so that's where we just took that settlement. Yeah, so we're the only Northumbrian settlement in that whole region. Wonder, is it worth taking the rest of that region? Probably not, actually. It's quite big. Covers quite a big expanse of island if we were to take it. But no, probably best not to. Now let's keep them moving over this way. We'll have to just manage any rebellion that happens over there. Then we've got skills, Vilda for Engrim. Let's give him a point into Quartermaster, only because we want these guys to be able to get around for it as quickly as possible.
You can rely on us.
Speed is going to be kind of the essence with these this attack, which I think next turn really we need to decide what we're doing with it. I think I'm going to take that army again. So let's get them recruited. Yeah, we can take Ragnald again. Actually, we don't really have the money for it, do we? We're going to have to do this next turn. That's fine. We'll do it next turn. Up in the north then, let's have a look. So the army of Lachlan decided to take this settlement here, Toughness. So we need to go and take that one back. And it looks like they're actually recruiting troops here as well. So we need to get this done as soon as possible. Now we can do it straight away, that's fine. We'll to resolve this one. Take out that army, get our replenishment, take the settlement back, all that good stuff. We have damaged buildings here, but they're going to be very cheap to fix, so that's fine. Okay, and then next turn we will send these guys back out on the water and we'll take Latan. It's not actually coastal, but we can probably get onto the onto land from here and take it, and then onto Thursa from there. And hopefully that's the north wrapped up. It's taken us long enough. Once we get this rebellion sorted, dealt with,
You can rely on us.
which we're going to go do now.
Fit and ready.
Now this is a coastal settlement, so I should be able to attack them by the coast, which is perfect. Low public order again somewhere. Okay, that's over here. That's all right. It's only -1, so we should be able to deal with that. That's fine. Over in Ireland, what are we doing?
We'll pledge our service.
I think that's everything dealt with now. Anglo-Saxons have taken a lot of territory here. Seems to be probably more than they can manage, which makes me think that the Irish Vikings or someone is going to start fighting back at some point, I'm hoping. Doesn't really matter as long as the Anglo-Saxons have armies over here. That's what kind of matters. They do look to be sending some back this way though, which isn't good. But I think we have the strength to kind of challenge them now, so I'm not too worried. Not too worried about it. They still have a bunch of people down here in the south. Looks like the raiders here of Weissing, causing them some problems. So they'll probably be sending a few troops that way as well. Alright, perfect. So this is not going to be an easy war, but I think we should be okay. Right, I'll end the turn there, and then next turn we may get everything kicked off. Alright, more traits gained. We're actually losing loyalty of quite a lot of people here with all these different traits, but everyone's staying above 4, so it's alright for now. Skills available for Wilmir, who is a general. Let's give him quartermaster. Again, we want these guys to be able to run around as quickly as possible. Now they are a 20 stack now, this army of Sussex, and what's the... well, there is no garrison in Drayton actually, so that's even better. So I think that's probably a fight we can win. We may get delayed in a bit of a siege, for probably longer than we would like, but that's fine. We're going to have to just deal with that, I think. And once they've taken that, I think moving them over to take Nottingham's probably the best bet. And then we also need Stanford as well. These are kind of the key settlements because they're the big walled settlements. And if we can get them, we get a bit of a foothold to then start maybe building more armies and that kind of thing. But we'll see. That's kind of long-term plan. Taking these minor settlements is going to be really important as well. Feel a bit underprepared for it, but that might not be a bad thing.
Enemy blood will flow.
They're in range of Chester, which is perfect. And I think we wanted to raise another army, didn't we? So let's do that straight away.
We'll see this through soon, but not just yet.
We've actually lost those troops out of the recruitment pool that we had before as well, which is a bit annoying. That's all we can really afford, but that's fine. In fact, let's not take them. Let's take a couple of skirmishes. Perfect. Let them replenish for a few turns and they can get out there as well. Alright then. I think then it might be time to do this. In one more turn, our income should shoot up, which might mean we can recruit another big force. We kind of don't have the troops in the recruitment pool for it just yet, but over time that will change. So yeah, we just need to be smart with our resources, I guess. I kind of want to keep the Anglo-Saxon armies over here as long as possible. I don't want them sailing back over. If they do, then I'll move in and we'll start taking these settlements as well. That's going to help our economy, which in the long run helps us just because we can field more armies and that kind of thing. I think we have enough of force over here to do what we need to, and then my kind of longer term plan is that when Guthfrid is ready, once he's taken this settlement, we'll sail him back south as well. Which will take him a little while to get there, but it's another army on the mainland of England which can help. In fact, we need to send these guys over to attack the town as well.
Let's go.
Lachlan raising another army over there, it's a bit annoying. But hopefully we can deal with them. Let's just check on every other army just to make sure we're not missing anything. So yeah, these guys are staying where they are. Ingram is in position to attack Chester. Bjorn over here, let's actually move him across a little bit. Again, we want him to be able to get into the thick of it over here if needs be. Not too fussed if we lose some of these settlements. It's the Anglo-Saxons are the kind of key threat over here. Uhtred, he can stay where he is. He's in line to take any of these settlements that I want. Wilmir, ready to jump on Drayton.
We'll see this through.
And Bjorn ready to take this settlement here, which I'm not going to try to pronounce. Alright, I think we're just about ready then. You know what, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Let's do it right now. Let's get this done. So, I don't think we want to make peace with the Irish Vikings, or do we? Could be smart, because then they're not going to worry about us and they'll hopefully send their armies over to fight them. Let's see. Where's one of their settlements? We've got Difflin over here.
You are not welcome at my door.
So if we were to make peace... Well, really, we only need to make peace with him, don't we? He's already at war with the Anglo-Saxons. Can't make him a vassal. Get him to... Oh, I offer to join war against the Anglo-Saxons. Might be able to get some money out of him, maybe. Let's go for the full 10,000, something like that. Let's have it. Still doesn't like it. Okay, 3,000. Can we get 4? Nope. What about 3,500? No, let's just go with the 3,000 then. Alright, I think we do it. So we're going to go to war with all of these guys, or most of them. Maybe not all of them. And then we start doggy piling on the Anglo-Saxons, then we'll deal with these guys afterwards because they're going to be weaker. Alright, let's do it.
I wish there was another way.
So I believe I went to war with... Yep, I did. There we go. Now for some reason my income's just dropped massively. I don't really understand why that's happened. I wonder if this hasn't updated yet and we've actually moved over on the Hay King. What decree could we get? Well, in one more turn we can push back towards the English, which will be a good one, so we'll do that. We'll do that in a second. On the next turn. But now that we are at war with these guys, let's start moving the forces in. Just want to position them, encircle them a little bit, keep them fighting over this side, and probably move maybe 1 or 2 of these armies over to England as well when we get the chance. Probably, yeah, actually that might be a good idea. Once we manage to mop up these guys, these armies over here, then we can move them across to like the coast of Wales or something like that, and start harassing them down here as well. Okay, let's get everything going. Bring us a Ragnarok finally moving. Maintain that siege for 1 turn, hopefully that should be enough.
We pledge our service.
Get the slain warriors in there.
Rely on us. Yes.
Occupy as many settlements as possible. Now this is the one that's going to be a bit tricky, but we'll see. Yeah, so it's not particularly even. I mean, it's in our favour slightly, but let's see if we can just encircle them. Force them to fight me. That's probably better. Alright then. Got this underway.
My warriors are ready.
Let's just check up in the north. There's nothing else for me to do over here.
The fleet stands ready.
Yep, so Guthfrid can go and take this settlement back, or at least encircle it. Our income's really shot by that. I'm not... Oh, actually, I think I might know why. I think the Anglo-Saxons were trading with us. And obviously we're bringing in quite a lot of money. So I need to be quite careful here. I'm just going to auto-resolve this one.
Yes.
And repair these straight away as well. And then we're going to start moving Guthfrid south almost straight away, I think. Death Givers have moved. Alright, well the income's a bit of an issue. Wonder if I can get a trade agreement out of the Irish Vikings.
My time is precious. Do not waste it.
Can I? Don't think I can actually. Interesting. Okay, never mind. Right, well it looks like I'm just going to have to take as many settlements as I can, as quick as I can. This is really not good because it means that I'm going to go bankrupt within a couple of turns. I might have to manage it for just 1 turn. Let's see. I may have to maybe disband an army. We'll see. That's a bit annoying. I don't want to have to do that, but... let's see what happens. Right, let's end the turn. Interesting, so it looks like the army of Sussex moved out of Drayton, so we can just occupy it. We are now bankrupt. Yeah, so we need to fix this issue. Leofwine's lost loyalty again. Puts him down to 3. It's just about manageable, I think. We have research available, so we must have got the 20% upkeep improvement, which saved us about, well, just over 1,000. What does this one do? Okay, so the thriving peasantry I might not take because that drops my income. But it means that we get levy troops in the recruitment pool quicker. Let's see if there's any civic ones we can go for, which might help. Yeah, heading down the industry path might not be a bad one, but that really just helps building times and that kind of thing. Yeah, there's not much we can do instantly, which is going to help with our income. So for that reason, I might just pop the bodyguard and companions in for now. Just to help with the wars and so on and the battles. Lots of places with low public order now, which is fine. Thorkill's got traits gained. He is governor. Let's might as well just get him into scribe for the money we need that at the moment. Same with Wulfric. And I guess same with Hereward as well, all of them. Damaged buildings in Drayton. Well, we don't have the money to fix that right now, so that's fine. Yeah, okay, so it looks like the Hay-Kings jumped all the way over here, which is why our income's shot so bad. I really don't get why it's done that. That does make me think maybe I should jump over here into the civic tree, take true sovereignty and push it back towards the English. In fact, I am going to do that. And then I'm also going to take, there's a decree, I need the money for that though. As soon as I've got enough money, I will enact that as well, which will push it towards the English again. And I guess for now, yeah, for now we'll just have to manage, I guess. Let's take as many settlements as we can first of all. Where should these guys go next? I mean, Derby would have been a good one, but there's too much of a force there for them to take that one, so let's keep them moving, maybe into stock over here. Let's take Chester. We'll have to start fighting them in Ireland as well, I think. It's going to be damaged buildings all along here, but I really don't have the money to do anything about that at the moment. Looks like they're sending armies back over this way as well. That's okay. What's Guthfrid doing up in the north? I want to try and get him moved south as quickly as possible. Now this is going to take forever. Moving him down the coast is probably a good idea. Yeah, let's just move him this way for now. And then we'll decide where to put him after that. Over in Ireland then, let's take this settlement here.
Yes, indeed.
We have quite a big army over here as well, which we need to deal with. Depends which way they go, really. Let's move them this way for now.
Our foes shall fall.
Let's get these guys in a defensive stance, because we do have another army here and one here as well. These are not a full stack. I don't want to get attacked by both of them, which could end up happening. So we definitely need the Fury of Tyr to move in as quickly as possible. It'd be nice if the Irish Vikings would help out. But I wonder if maybe they're at the end of their strength. We'll have to see. Let's check I've moved everybody. Got Ragnald over here. Yeah, let's actually get him moving as well. We want him to be out taking settlements as much as possible. Doesn't matter if he gets killed, there's only a few of them. I do wonder if maybe these two smaller armies might need to get disbanded. I mean, I don't really want to do that because they're good troops. which I've taken out of the recruitment pool, which are not coming back if I disband them.
We'll see this through.
There's Ragnald of the Death Givers up here as well. I need to go and take this settlement with.
Without delay.
Nice, that brings us back a little bit more. Interesting. I wonder if maybe I can just get rid of one of these smaller armies then. We need to save 1,100.
We pledge our service.
This would just about do it if I was to disband them. The problem is then, within a couple of turns, I'm going to be able to get them back. You know what, let's do it. Let's just disband them all. This is poor management by myself, but it's fine. Still in minus numbers. I wonder if just knocking a unit off here, or maybe from these guys. Yeah, let's do it. Let's knock off one of these skirmishers, and then we should be in the plus again. Stops us from going bankrupt at least. Soon when we bring this back, our income should go up anyway, so that's fine, and we're going to do that over the next few turns. So I think with that, that is going to be the end of this episode. So we've got the war going with the Anglo-Saxons now. It's all started in earnest, and yeah, I think we're in a good position. They're very spread out. I mean, so are we, but we kind of outnumber them everywhere that we are. Just about, anyway. It's a bit of a dicey situation going on over here, just because while we have 3 armies over here and they only have 2, they've managed to single out one of them. That's my own again, poor management. Didn't realise that they were doing that. That's fine. Yeah, I think we have a good chance of beating them back here, taking all these settlements, defeating these armies, and then we can sail them across and help out over this way as well. So, if you made it this far through the video, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like. If you've got any tips or feedback for me with this coming war with the Anglo-Saxons, make sure you leave those down in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It definitely helps out the channel. So with all that said, I'll see you guys on the next one.